For more on the situation in North Korea, we're going to bring in our expert on national security issues. Richard Falkenrath is a Bloomberg contributing editor and principal at the Chertoff Group. He was a Homeland Security advisor for the Bush White House as well. Richard, good to see you. Thank you for joining us here on In the Loop. How dangerous is this situation right now in North Korea?
Well, it's very dangerous. It's been dangerous for a long time. This is one of the real flashpoints in the whole world. And at some point, this country, North Korea, will tip off history's edge and be done. We just don't know when that is. No one wants it to happen on their watch in any near term, but this is a profoundly impoverished country that's been terribly governed literally for decades, heavily militarized, in possession of nuclear weapons, right on the border of South Korea, which of course is a heavily industrialized, developed country. It's a very dangerous situation, and we really have enormous uncertainty about how long it will play out.
Kim Jong Il, his father, certainly, as well as him, shrouded this country in mystery. Do we have any sense, he's designated the third son as his successor, as to where he's going to take the country or where he stands on issues?
Well, it's not even clear that he will consolidate a hold on power. I mean, his father did pick him, but he needs to get control of the military. The military is run by these older corps commanders, some of whom served with his grandfather, but they will be in their 70s, some in their 80s. And whether they will start taking their orders from a 28-year-old who seems to be fascinated with the NBA and video games really remains uncertain. So that internal dynamic will play out, and it literally could play out for months or even a year or two.
Now, by all accounts, Kim Jong Il was a megalomaniac. So many people, of course, worried about the volatility that goes along with that. Is there any danger that we could see his son in an attempt to dispel any issues or notions that he won't be in full control, take a drastic action?
It's possible. And there is a pattern of this in totalitarian states where sometimes they will engineer an external crisis of some kind in order to create the internal dynamic to retain a hold on power. So that is possible. Last year, there were a series of unprovoked attacks against South Korean civilian targets. We think for internal reasons, something like that could happen again here.
Now, there was, I think, I'm just getting an update actually from our producer, Kat, that there was actually a short-range missile that was fired. Perhaps not the most dangerous situation, but everyone is concerned about their nuclear capabilities. Is that a real threat at this point?
Yeah, it was a very real threat. It's a huge concern. It's what has really put North Korea on the global foreign policy agenda, the fact that they have had an active nuclear weapons program. They are involved in actually exporting nuclear weapons technology to other countries, including Pakistan, Iran, Syria, Libya. And so they have been themselves acquiring nuclear weapons against international law and helping other countries acquire them. So very dangerous. We don't know how many nuclear weapons they have. It could be 6 to 8.
All right, Richard, we have to leave it there. Do appreciate, though, you joining us and sharing some of your insight. Of course, many developments to come, I'm sure. That was Bloomberg contributing editor Richard Falkenrath.